Here we are. I'm gonna wait.
Hey,
I'm gonna hold this news
which part? Which one?
till everybody rolls on in here. It's too good.
Dude, 2 lives back to back.
It's too good. Hold on. I'm trying to hold it in.
There.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have some Red Bull.
Me too.
This is hysterical to me. Audacity must be half price this week.
Must be.
Because we know some folks can't afford
Yeah,
it.
I feel like the Audacity must be free this week.
Oh my god. If you're watching, please say hi. Whoever you are.
What, I know.
I genuinely want other folks' opinions. And Evonne, my little Tulip, is not blocked. She's welcome to comment here. Yeah.
Dude, Heather sounds like she's having a good time.
Anyway, Evonne was lying to people saying she was blocked. She's not blocked.
That's why
She's welcome to come in here.
That's why she couldn't make her grand appearance.
Yeah. That's why she couldn't say nothing the last time.
I'm about to crack open a Red Bull. That's what this is.
I almost want to add Heather to the chat. Do you want to chat again?
Whoever likes to drink Red Bull, the new winter one is pretty bomb.
It kind of tastes like what's that sparkling apple juice stuff?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of giving that vibe, which is, not a bad thing. Hello.
Hey. I've never actually had the coconut one.
I think I have once.
It sounds like if I drank pina coladas, I would want that with the pina coladas.
It says there's people in here.
Mm-hmm.
Come say hi.
It's fluctuating. I can account for 3 of us.
Mine says 6.
No, I'm saying I can account
Oh,
for
yeah, I got you. Look, I just had one sip of the Red Bull.
So have I.
I need a minute.
Yeah, you're too like giddy over there. You don't see what I see.
I'm trying to compose myself.
You're doing an okay job.
Identify yourselves. Seriously, I don't care. Like, I really want to know everyone's opinion, especially when we talk about this next part. If you've been on YouTube for a minute, I would love to know people.
My whole day has transformed into a South Park episode, and I'm living for it. I'm gonna send hearts because why not? Oh, yeah. Woo.
Teresa's here.
Hey. I just hold the hearts. Oh, it doesn't just spam it? Okay. What did I do?
What are you doing over there?
I was playing with a little heart thing that it has.
I think that only works on YouTube. So, I won't see it in StreamYard.
But,
here, you do this thing.
No, I did, but I opened some other menu and I did it.
You
know
it.
that. No, but I won't just... I have to tap it. I can't just...
Is that too much for you?
Too much hearts.
Yeah, it doesn't show up on mine.
I was... See, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Nope. I can't see the love.
I'm gonna show you.
Evonne says I'm slandering her. And that she's gonna, sue me.
Could you do that after you...
Girl.
afford a refund?
In order to sue someone for slander, defamation, any of that, it has to not be true. It has to be a false statement. Yeah, there you go. I'll walk that baby right up to the judges, right up to the bench. Be like, here you go, Your Honor.
See, you're nice. I'll be like, your doodliness. And then you're like, get
No,
out.
you can't.
I
Look,
know.
what a lot
I
of
know.
people don't understand is I have a lot of experience
Yeah.
in court, and
Oh, I
I
know.
don't mean as the defendant. I know what the fuck I'm doing.
I would never
I've
say
sued
that.
companies. I've done a lot of shit.
And won.
And won every single
I
time.
was like,
I'm not the one, okay?
'cause
People think they're gonna say that shit and it scare you. It don't scare me. I love that shit.
That's why
Bring
I'm
it.
like, it's a South Park episode.
I wish you could afford it, baby, because I would be there. But you can't give me back $150. You can't sue someone. Give me a break. You're giving this sob story to everybody how you don't have any money. Poor me. Woe is me. Mm-hmm. Then you're lying about me behind the scenes.
Uh-huh.
That's some real serious shit.
I guess maybe that's the slander part.
On her part.
I know. I know. I think you're mistaking who should be suing whom.
It's just funny because this what every YouTuber does. I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna sue till they find out what that really fucking entails and how expensive that shit is, and that the cops and judges don't give a fuck. Like Heather said, it's a product review.
Mm-hmm.
You made a shitty product. Instead of taking accountability, you've made it messy. She says that I'm trying to ruin her life.
Do you have $15,000 minimum? You can't even afford $150. This is adding 2 zeros to the end of that.
Well, and you also have to prove it has caused you real
Exactly.
damage. I mean,
that's what I was saying.
From what I understand, as of today, it is not just me and one other person who's had a negative experience. So we'll just put that out there. You want to subpoena some folks? You want to really get into this? Because you know that's what they do in court, right?
I want to see you take this to Judge Judy. She'll tear you a new one. Exactly.
Yeah. Look, and you know, that's what I was saying to someone today, that like people look at things differently. When you make a mistake, as we all do as humans, right? And you own that shit and you're like, man, I'm going to make it right. However, I need to make it right. People look at that differently than if you dig your heels in and act like a toddler and throw a little tushy tantrum. Okay? Which is what she's doing. I'm not trying to ruin your life, boo.
You're doing that good enough.
You're doing that by yourself. Like, and here's the thing. You're going to lie about me behind the scenes. You're lucky I haven't posted our messages. Because I have a feeling there's a lot of lying going on. And I have a feeling some prominent person who's defending you right now wouldn't be so happy about what you said about him. And that's all I'm going to say. But keep pushing. You don't want to go into a court of law. You don't want to go where the truth actually comes out. Because it's not going to be good for you.
We are expected to be held accountable.
It's going to be more expensive than money. Yeah, exactly. Had to mute it for a second. That Red Bull is hitting me. Here's the thing, and this is what I said earlier in this conversation I was having. Evonne has real talent. And that's the thing that's hard for a lot of people. They have technical skill. They know how to use the paints. They know how to use the products, you know. From that regard, it's perfect. But they don't have the magic. She has the magic. All she needs to do is perfect her technique. And she would be fire. You know? If that was happening, it wouldn't matter what anyone says. So fix it and go on with your life. But you need to make things right with your customer, which in this case today is me, and then fix it going forward so you don't continue to have these problems with more people. Because again, I found out today it's not just me and another person. The number's going up. Okay, the longer, and I wouldn't even known any of this if she had taken accountability to begin with. I wouldn't have even known any of this. She's still digging her heels in, talking about, I'm trying to ruin her life and she's going to sue me. Do it. I dare you. Bring it the fuck on. I don't need a lawyer. I know enough that I don't need a lawyer. And if you don't believe me,
you'll wish she had a lawyer. I've seen her in court.
I know what I'm doing. Which is why I also know how fucking ridiculous that is. But, you know, go off.
Like, literally, though, this is reminding
Puff
me...
up your chest.
Kick your heels.
Yeah.
This is legit reminding me of the South Park episode from years ago where everyone was like, I'm gonna sue you. And I'm like, seriously?
That's YouTube.
That is YouTube.
That's YouTube until you've been here long enough to realize they don't give a fuck.
Dude, but like...
These type of things are just thrown right out.
Some of the puffing of the chest, I'm like, that's like Scammer Playbook 101.
What?
If you don't believe
What is
that
it upon? What were you saying?
If you don't believe that you're a scammer, maybe look back on other scams that have happened and see how you're similar.
I'm going to say it again. If you know there's a problem with your product and you don't fix it and you continue to take money, that's a scam. You're scamming people. You know there's an issue. Fix it.
Also, the things that you were saying behind the scenes, I called that you were going to do that days ago.
Yeah, she did. Again, you know, I'm trying not to be messy here and post someone's personal business because I just don't agree with that for the most part. But if you're going to lie about me behind the scenes, you know, a bitch might. How's that going to look for you? I'm trying to be as respectful as I can. But I don't appreciate you taking money from me and doing a shoddy job. And I further don't appreciate the fact that you knew that your work had problems. You knew something was wrong. And you continued to take on custom orders even knowing that. That's a scam. That's like, it's like if you know something's wrong with your car and you sell it and you sell someone a lemon. In a lot of states, that's illegal. You have been calmer than I would have been. I think I've been pretty chill.
I've seen you a lot less calm.
She's making me, you see me less calm?
I mean, sorry.
More angry?
Yes. Sorry, Red Bull.
That's the same thing, right?
I have seen you way more angry than this.
She making me out to be like a Disney villain or something.
Nah, sorry. She doesn't have the twirly mustache. She can't be a Disney villain.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of the stuff she's saying behind the scenes is pretty, not only ridiculous and hilarious, but also pretty nasty. Like,
which again, I called that you were going to do this.
Again, she's welcome to come in here and defend herself.
Not blocked. Never was.
I don't know how you're going to face me in court, boo, when you can't even come into my live stream.
We'll even let you be on mic.
It's free to be in my live stream. Come on in.
We'll even let you be on mic so you can actually defend yourself.
Come on in and talk.
So you don't
I would love to see it.
So you don't have to try to keep up with typing, because I know that's a pain in the butt.
Yep, exactly. I'm open to that. I told her today, if you don't have the money, because, you know, things be tough for folks.
There's only one
I understand that.
at this point.
Then let me know and we'll work something out. I am open to working something out. What I don't appreciate is her basically saying, fuck you. I'm taking your money even though I did shitty work.
And I know I did shitty work because it's not the first time I've done it.
And it's not the first time I've heard there's a problem with my work. This specific problem. Yes, homies.
I want to hear the amazing defense.
It's not
that makes it okay.
It's not even about the money at this point, honestly. I'm really offended that I feel like I was duped. And I genuinely feel that way. I genuinely feel that what she should have done when I approached her about a custom order, if she knew there was issues with her work, she could have said, no, I'm really super busy right now and I can't. Or no, I'm taking a little break, or whatever you want to say. No, I'm going to go,
No, I don't want to paint that kid again.
Anything. Or I don't want to paint a doll that looks similar to the one that I have. She could have said anything. But that was an opportunity for her to be like, even if she wanted to be honest and just say, look, I recently, it came to light that there's an issue with my work and I want to fix that before I start taking customs from people again. Anything. She could have said anything. But the right thing to do if you know there's an issue and you haven't figured out what the problem is to say, no, I'm not going to take any more custom orders. I'm not going to take anyone else's money till I fix this problem. It should still be about the money.
Girl, go sell some plasma if you got to.
Thank you, Heather. It's incredible to me. I would have never in a million years thought this would happen with this particular person.
Oh, no.
This is someone I talked up, man. Never would have thought. Me and Teresa were talking about that. Yeah, ditto. Never would have thought. I'm sure she won't come in here because she's too scared.
Man, you got KED Plasma, you got Griffles, you got Octafarm, CSL.
What are you talking about?
She could donate plasma to pay you back
money. Oh,
you're
still talking about plasma?
Yep, I'm listing the places that are in Arizona. You got blood, don't you?
Look, I don't want to get into that. I don't know people's medical situations. I'm just saying. This is not how you handle your business, is to completely ignore a customer who has a complaint that you already know is a problem. If you had refunded, this is what's funny to me about the whole thing. When I thought maybe the issue was that the baby was rushed because she was trying to get here by Halloween and maybe the layers didn't dry right, or maybe it was a humidity issue. When I thought that, and I said, hey, give me a partial refund and I'll just deal with whatever the issue is. I didn't know what it was at that time. I just wanted to move forward. I didn't know any of this. I didn't know that other customers had problems with her work, which she's still lying to me about. She's still saying I'm the only one. Mm-hmm. She knows I know otherwise. So that leads me to believe that she's lying in those text messages so she can take those text messages to court and say, oh, no one's ever had any problem with my work. Well, just like you can subpoena people, so can I. I didn't know any of that.
There would have been no premiere.
There would have been nothing because I would have assumed, oh, okay, maybe she just rushed it and, maybe that was with good intentions and, I'm willing to just take the partial refund and move forward because I don't want to have a big issue with someone who at that time I called a friend. Instead,
people got a chance to talk.
Here we are, and I'm finding out all kinds of things. I'm finding out that apparently she paints replica kits, which, again, no judgment for me. I have replicas in my collection. I've never painted one. I've never sold one. But I do have them, and I'm not one of those people that's, got my panties in a wad about it, okay? I think to each their own. But I do think if you're going to sell them, you need to explicitly state that in your for sale post. Otherwise, it's misleading. So, I have to question that too.
I have replica dolls. I'd be pissed as hell if I bought one without being disclosed that I'm buying one.
Right. Yeah, it should be disclosed. And from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like it's being disclosed. Now, it may be getting disclosed behind the scenes. I still think that's a little dicey because someone might just say, oh, yeah, I want that, buy it, and not think to ask that it's a replica because as reputable artists, some people think you're not a reputable artist if you paint replicas at all. I don't agree with that, but whatever. It is what it is.
I understand the judgment.
If you're an honest artist, you would put that right in the for sale post. I mean, because there are some people with some very strong feelings in this community about the replicas. They call them the fakes, the counterfeits, whatever. There are some people with some real strong feelings
and
who would not be happy if that was not disclosed to them and they purchased it all.
But also, if someone unknowingly buys one of these kits, there are eagle-eyed people that hate replicas. They're going to get torn to shreds for something that wasn't their fault, and they've fallen in love with this doll, and now they're being bullied to toss their doll.
Yeah,
because they didn't know that it was a replica.
Well, and that's what happens a lot of times is the collector gets blamed.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, and I know this to be true. I'm not familiar enough with a lot of these kits, especially if I haven't had one in my own collection, which this one I haven't ever had in my collection. But sometimes you can tell by the size. Like if you see someone's hand next to it, you can tell by the size that it's a replica. There's ways to tell. But if you're going to be selling in this community, you need to disclose if it's a replica. So is that being done? I don't know. I don't see that being done. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not done behind the scenes, it's still to me a little dishonest to not list it in the description.
Yeah, in my opinion, it should be listed. Now, there's also going to be people who say, well, based on the price you can tell, or based on whatever you can tell. But there's also a lot of people that, we know this even with like the dolls that are being purchased on Amazon. They don't know the difference because they're new to our hobby. They're new to our community. They don't know. You need to explicitly state that. And if someone wants to know, well, what is that? I feel like you need to say, well, there's a large section of our community that has a lot of issues with it. And in some cases, they won't even talk to you. You'll get blacklisted, even as a collector, even if you didn't know.
You won't be allowed in some groups. Right?
Yeah. It's something that needs to be disclosed. So is that being done behind the scenes? I don't know. I have no way of knowing that. I just know that in the for sale post for this particular doll, that didn't happen. So I don't know. It's more questionable behavior from this individual. There's the highway noise.
That $81 is called Humble Beginnings.
I just think it's a shame. And look, here's the reality of the situation. I said this already. I don't have to say shit. I could go on my merry way and not say nothing. I think that's been the case for some folks who have dealt with this artist, from what I understand, is that they didn't want to cause a fuss. And a lot of people feel that way. They don't want to confront a problem. They don't want to cause a confrontation. They don't want anyone to be upset with them. There's a lot of people like that. Not me.
Nah.
But there's a lot of people like that. And they talk behind the scenes, though. And they talk to other collectors. And even if I hadn't said anything, if Evonne continues to send out dolls that feel like the doll that I got, that feel like the doll that other people have gotten, where it's tacky and it feels like the paint isn't set, you're not going to be able to sell dolls very long. And you can't realistically put that on me, because if people are unsatisfied with the work you're putting out, and you have more than one customer at this point that's unsatisfied, there's only so long that can continue before you can't sell dolls anymore at all in this community. People talk. They may not talk to you, they may not post on YouTube, but they talk behind the scenes.
There's always going to be an underground network.
And your sales are going to dry up if you don't fix this problem. Why a lot of people are too afraid to speak up. Yeah. And that's the other part of it, is we have a long-standing tradition in this community that if you feel like you've been scammed or taken advantage of, or an artist has acted in an unprofessional manner in any number of ways, we talk about that. We warn other collectors because we don't want someone else to get taken advantage of. We don't want someone else to get screwed. We don't want someone else to be in this situation. Yeah. People talk.
People also wonder why, hey, how come Lexi isn't showing her new doll from Evonne?
Yeah. No, I've already had questions about that.
Mm-hmm. Like, where's the photo shoot?
I brought this issue to her privately and respectfully. I proposed a solution. She didn't counter that with another suggestion other than send the doll back to me, which, again, you've ruined my expensive doll kit. And he might look nice, but he doesn't feel nice. And it doesn't feel nice to me to be handling a doll where the paint doesn't feel dry and I have to worry about when is the paint going to disappear. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
I have to worry about, is the paint going to disappear? When is it going to start coming off? When is it going to start looking bad? When am I going to have to strip it and redo it?
Counterfeits is supposed to say counterfeits.
Counterfeits, yeah. Oh, hi, Chewy.
You know, I thought counterfeits was like some other YouTube channel. I'm like, well, what happened with this person?
Who's having a fit?
It's Connor.
Mm-mm.
Apparently.
I don't remember where I was going with what I was saying, but I'm sure it was fire.
Well, I think you were talking about how now there's this, another person is like, nah, I'm good with this person as an artist. This has happened so many times where you see something about an artist, you don't necessarily say, I'm not going to ever work with that person again or ever based on what I've seen.
Yeah. Do you know, did she disclose whether that particular kit is a replica? Because I didn't see her disclose that anywhere. I know she may have done that privately to you, but I didn't see her disclose it publicly. I'd be very interested to know if it's on reborns.com, because that is very much against their policy.
Oh, yeah.
And Dave is pretty serious about it. I've had private conversations with him about it. People don't realize I talk to a lot of folks. Just because it ain't on YouTube doesn't mean it's not happening.
Lexi always talking to somebody, okay?
I'm a talkative person.
She is. She'll be friends with it. She'll talk to anybody.
And you know, here's the thing that sucks, okay? Even if she gave me back, I bought the kit myself, paid for it myself. She didn't buy it. I paid for it, and I've had it for years. Sent it to her. I paid her $300 to paint it, okay? Even if she gave me that $300 back, that doesn't fix the problem. But I also understand that there's only so much that she can do. You know, her offer was, send it back to me and I'll fix it. Well, you sent it to me this way. Excuse me. You sent it out this way to me. So my confidence in you as an artist is shot. The last thing I want to do is send him back to you so you can put what it sounds to me is going to be more layers on top of potentially uncured paint. That is not how you fix this. So you know for a fact that it is a replica. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that that wasn't a slanderous statement. But the point is, there's no way to fix this problem truly. And if she's just going to put more layers on it, that's going to cause more problems later. What I wanted from her was either to tell me how she's going to fix it. She's talking about she needs to ask another artist, which happens to be her partner. It's like, I don't need to ask another. When we're talking about Genesis, which is what I'm familiar with, I don't need to ask another artist. I know what I'm doing. Why do you need to ask another artist? Why are you taking custom orders if you don't know enough about the paints and mediums that you're working with to send out a quality doll? I don't understand.
And if you knew how to fix it, why would you send it out in disrepair anyway?
Why would you send it this way in the first place? Like, my trust in you as an artist, Evonne, and knowing what is okay to send to a customer is completely obliterated now.
Way more.
Because you thought this was okay, and it's not okay.
Again.
And you can say that I'm lying for whatever BS reason that you're spreading rumors behind the scenes about, which again, I can post the messages. We can go there if you want to. I don't think that you do, because it seems like you've been dishonest in a lot of areas of life, okay? But you also going to have to say my husband is lying, Lauren is lying, other people who have had the same issue with you are lying, everybody's lying but you? Because I don't know if you know this, but in order to win a slander or defamation or libel case, you can look up those other words if the only one you know is that first one. In order to win that, the person has to be being dishonest. They have to be lying. So is everybody lying?
I know what I felt. I felt this before. When paint rolled off a doll kit.
The only thing I can liken it to is when you're like checking your toenail polish before you put your socks on, because you don't want to have fuzzy toenails.
And it's like, oh no.
And it's a little too tacky still.
Oh no.
That's what it feels like.
Oh no, if I put that on, I'm going to look like a beast.
I'm going to have fuzzy sweaters on my toes.
Yeah, right.
From my socks. Like, that's what it feels like.
I mean, if that's the look you're going for, have fun, but most don't.
Instead of taking this as a learning opportunity, an opportunity to grow, and us having a private discussion and me saying, hey, this isn't right, and her going, you know what? I've already heard this. She doesn't even have to tell me, but I'm just talking about her internal dialogue. I've already heard this from other customers. Apparently, this is an issue. I'm going to refund this customer. I'm going to figure out what in my process is causing this issue. I'm going to fix it, and I'm going to go forward with my reborning career.
You know what I don't get?
What?
When she knows that multiple people are talking, and she's still trying to say the lie.
That's why, yeah, that's why I said.
I don't understand.
I feel like she's setting that up for court. I feel like that's why she didn't block me. Because she wants me to be unhinged in messages. She thinks that I'm crazy, I guess. And she wants to say, no one's ever had any complaints. Because if she admits that in a text message, then she can't.
But
she's not going to win no case. She's not going to anyways, but.
Yeah, but if you're saying in a text message where they can subpoena that you're receiving these messages.
Right.
Right? You received the message where you said.
It's on a live. Everybody saw it.
It's not just on a live, but like. You received the message where it stated,
yeah,
I am not the only complaint.
Yeah.
I am not the only customer that has a problem. Just because you don't reply doesn't mean you're not guilty.
It doesn't make it go away. Yeah.
You can't just put your head under a blanket and be like, if I don't see you, you don't see me.
She's acting like a child.
Dude,
she really is, in my opinion. Yeah. Well, apparently she said that she didn't think that I would. She's upset that I went public with this. She didn't think that I would do that. And I'm like, you basically told me to go fuck myself. that you don't care. You spent 30 hours, and therefore whatever the product is at the end of that is automatically worth the money I paid you.
20 hours.
You didn't provide the product that you promised. Yes, you put some paint on a doll kit, and maybe you spent 30 hours doing it, but at the end of that process, the paint is not cured properly on the doll. The doll cannot be interacted with in a normal way, which is expected when you get a reborn doll.
30 hours.
So therefore, your 30 hours doesn't mean shit. You're not automatically owed that money. You don't get paid by the hour.
This isn't Walmart or something. This
isn't McDonald's.
This isn't a 9 to 5. This is custom work. 20 of those hours should have allegedly been drawing one layer.
And you better fix your process, because I'm going to tell you, these videos are going to stay up, and the next person that has an issue with you is going to find my videos.
You know what tends to happen also? I don't know if she knows this. I don't know how she doesn't. She
was gone for a long time.
Yeah, but she was in the community before. When one person talks, other people start to feel the courage to talk about their situation too.
Yeah, it's true.
So it might not be people that haven't spoken yet, but it could be other people, because they'll see, oh, this person has the same problem. Now I'm mad because I assume you're also going to treat them like garbage and say it's their fault for whatever reason that the doll isn't properly set. And then they're going to feel mad because you gaslit them too. Like, I also don't know why you did this to an OG.
Like Heather said, Lexi got $500. How are you going to send me something like that? Like, I'm not going to notice. I did feel like she was nervous about taking a custom from me. I don't know how to explain that, but she just seemed kind of hesitant. It's like, you could have said no.
I would have said no at this point.
I would have rather you said no than paint him beautifully, but in such a temporary manner where the paint is not going to stay.
Dude, he's like...
Because I loved him as a kid, and I would have been fine with him to stay a kid had I known that you weren't up to this task. And I mean, he's the only doll I have from you, and his paint is tacky.
And gonna come off.
And gonna probably come off. I mean, that's the general consensus. I don't have experience with this paint, but with people who do, and people who've had your dolls before, who are right in the chat right now, that's the general consensus, is that this is not fixable. The paint's not going, it's not set properly, it's not going to stay. And I'm eventually going to have him redone.
Dude, you
which he could have stayed in the box as a kid.
And been perfect.
And I could have sent him at some point to Camelin Creations, you know?
Who would have done a fucking job.
Who would have done a fabulous job.
On whatever you could have just told her, Nosferatu old style vampire. Oh my God.
Most of the time, like, I don't have to tell her anything. She just knows. She just goes with it. Like, when she did Pinhead for me.
Oh my God.
I was like, I want real nails on the head if you're able to do that. And I want a stoic looking kit. She took it from there. I didn't give her any other input.
Anyway, we could do a whole live about Camelin Creations.
And how awesome.
Yes. Yeah. A whole awesome live about her. You should have said no. If you knew that you had problems and you ruined somebody's kit that they've been waiting since 2021 to have done, that she cannot get again.
She seemed like so honored to do it for me, this.
I heard those.
Well, I mean, Lauren's seen all this stuff. So,
I've seen everything.
You can lie, Evonne, about what's gone on behind the scenes that I have not talked about here, but everybody here has seen it. And everybody in the world can see it if you want me to post those messages. But I don't think that you do. Because I don't think you're being honest with the rest of the people in your life about how conversations have gone and what you've said about them.
I think everybody has a different version of story and a version of you.
Yeah.
And everyone's finding out the different versions and how it doesn't line up.
Yeah.
And that's not going to look good for you.
I wish she'd come in here and talk. I'll put her right on the screen. She can talk.
You can do
real talking, not even in the comments. Come in here and talk. Post them.
Heather's all about the tea.
That's funny. I really don't like to go into people's personal business.
No.
Honest to God, like that's why there's parts of the messages that I didn't post
Mm-hmm.
because it's not relevant to the doll transaction. And believe it or not, yes, I can keep those things separate.
And you know, she's just to be clear, she has everything. She always has.
I keep everything. Yeah.
I just want to make that abundantly clear. She has everything.
I've been on YouTube a long time, and that's why I keep everything. So I mean, again, that can be its own video. You can premiere all our messages.
And I'm like, I just feel like I have to warn people. She has everything, all the time.
I would prefer not to go there because I don't like to post people's personal business, and there is a bit of personal business in there. Now, whether what I was told about the situation is true or not, I don't know. But I would prefer to keep it to the doll transaction and not have to post. Again, most of that is not my business. It's someone else's business. If it was my business, I post it.
Mm-hmm. You know, this is the most expensive refund. AI.
The most expensive refund that someone didn't issue?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, apparently we're going to court.
I don't know how she can afford that. We're going to become one of those channels that uses the AI dialogue and the AI images in the background.
I'm going to read it in my favorite celebrity's voice.
I don't actually know who that is.
Aha.
You have, because you don't.
You know whose voice would be rad? Vincent Price.
Vincent Price and.
Then he could have a big hearty laugh at the end, like in Thriller. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I know it. No, Morgan Freeman too.
Morgan Freeman. Oh no, you know what? Samuel L. Jackson, because I like the use of motherfucker.
Well, yes.
And I say that word a lot.
I feel like I have been denied something where Samuel L. Jackson and Morgan Freeman are talking at the same time. If we could resurrect Vincent Price, that'd be fucking amazing, but...
Well, lawyers must be cheaper where you're at, because here it's $500 an hour. Just to, say your piece.
I mean, you could have a free consultation from some job to go to a lawyer, but they ain't going to tell you nothing.
No, most of that is not. Most people don't have access to free consultations from lawyers.
Well, I'm just saying, some of the companies I've worked for.
And she don't have a job anyway, so that's a moot point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, she would get laughed out of there.
They'd be like, what?
I'm all about it, though. I'll be there.
She's a shark, though. I would be careful.
I'm a shark?
There's a shark up in the water now.
What do you mean by that?
You're a shark in the courtroom. Not in a bad way. I've seen you when you were defending. Anyway. I'm like.
My other name is litigious.
Mm-hmm. For good reason.
No, I think people like to throw words around because they're like, oh, that'll make them stop telling the truth about what I did. Not me. Okay? If I was that kind of person, I never would have opened my mouth in the first place.
But I'm like...
And from what I hear, you're already over there crying, so... Okay. If you think that's going to work on a judge in a court, you're wrong. They've seen all the manipulation. So what you try on your friends here and all that shit, that ain't going to work.
They've seen it all.
Trust me when I say. I've seen people try that card.
Oh my God,
and it doesn't work.
I laughed.
It doesn't work in court. I like to see it, though.
I just have to say, I request you go to Judge Judy. I would love to see that. I would love to go meet Judge Judy. I'm going to I'm a witness.
I knew that I was uncomfortable with her for a reason. I just got a bad feeling. I know who she's talking about. I offered her a way to fix the problem, which really, in light of what I know now, was exceedingly reasonable.
I would have taken that deal. The truth never would have came out. At this point, it would not have.
Not from me, anyways, because I wouldn't have known it.
I know.
Again, I didn't know this stuff.
Like, the truth of
when I initially approached her and said, hey, there's an issue, apparently it's not, like, when I thought it was humidity or her rushing the doll, like, if you're rushing the doll or you don't know what you're doing, I don't trust you to fix it. And if it was a humidity issue like I initially thought, then how are you going to know whether the issue is fixed if you don't have the same humidity that I do over here? Now, Heather has made a point, and it's a really good point, that there's all kinds of museums, art museums, in very humid places, and they don't have this problem. But I was just kind of brainstorming, since I don't know this paint, and I don't, and Evonne knew that. She knew I didn't have experience with this type of paint, so how would I know? But she was willing to roll with it. She was willing to let me spitball and try to figure out, was it humidity, what was going on, when she knew, because she had this issue with other people. At least that's what I'm being told.
I would have taken the $150 as hush money. She was gonna let you escape. She was using you and your inexperience as a scapegoat, and that's sick because you already knew what the problem was, and you still tried to blame her. You flew too close to the sun, all right?
She still was trying to say that I'm the only person that's ever complained. I don't know if it's delusion at this point, or some people just think if they keep lying, they'll somehow get out of it.
It's... At this point,
I didn't know you'd had these issues already with other people. Yeah, Louisiana. Like one of the most humid places.
Lord, is it ever.
There's an issue with her process. Like I said, the talent is there.
The follow-through is not.
There's an issue with the process. And I didn't pay money for someone to paint a doll for the paint to be sticky, stick to the clothes, make me paranoid to interact with him, and make me worried about how much time until his paint starts coming off, or there starts being fingerprints on him, which should never happen with a reborn.
Or even
Evonne doesn't give a single fuck, apparently, about my experience with this doll. All she cares about is the money. It's how it seems.
Mm-hmm. Well, she cares about how you telling the truth makes her look.
Right.
Not the fact that you had a chance to actually talk to her and fix the problem that you knew was a problem. You should have refunded. You should have known. You should have... I'm so mad. Because I've seen you literally stress about this doll since you got him.
I'll subpoena all these motherfuckers and fly everybody to court.
You know, you can't ride on the reputation that you used to be in this community a long time ago forever, because
Well, she didn't
First of
really
all-
make a lot of dolls, so her
Mhm.
reputation as an artist is kind of still
I meant like as
being formed.
I meant like as just like a YouTube person before.
Yeah.
Like first of all, they're gonna know you as the person that sends out sticky dolls. Like, do you really want to be known as that?
And I was naive because not only did I trust her, I thought, this is a person who collects these dolls. So they're certainly going to understand that even though it's an inanimate object, we all talk about the bond. We all know that to some degree there's a bond with these dolls that can get really fucked up just from a bad experience with the artist, let alone a bad experience with the doll and how it's created and if there's issues with it. Yeah, that too. I thought because she collects these dolls that certainly she would never send out anything that wasn't, I keep wanting to say wasn't right, wasn't up to the industry standard. Like, a doll should not be tacky. The paint should not feel like it's not fully dry or set. Period.
You talked about being so honored to make Lexi this doll, but then you send her something that she can't even enjoy. How is that a doll of honor? How is she supposed to showcase your work if your work's going to rub off and
Reborns are not craft projects. Yeah, exactly.
you talked about being so excited for Lexi to showcase your doll and do photo shoots. How's she going to do that if the paint rubs off in the middle of a photo shoot? Potentially. We don't know. Wouldn't you want to send your best work out to somebody? To anybody?
Again, to spend that many hours and do it in a way where it's not gonna stay. Like, it's not, the paint isn't set properly. Your artwork's gonna eventually deteriorate and disappear.
You may as well have sent her one of those bears you doodle on and throw in the washing machine. Like, literally, that's what you sent her.
I guess she's not gonna show up. Yeah, why do all the work?
Still not blocked.
Still not blocked. And the expectation is that it will last. I mean, yes, we have Genesis paints who have been proven over time that they stand the test of time. If they're set properly. Again, it's all in the process. Like, it's a chemical reaction. When you're talking about the heat set paints, it's a chemical reaction. It needs to set a certain way. And it's same with any other kind of paint, you know? There's an expectation of durability that I didn't even have for a day, for an hour.
I know that
She wants to act like, she wants to spread this rumor behind the scenes that there's some other reason that I'm out to get her. Give me a break. Whatever. Anything else is not that serious, okay? I'm here for the dolls.
That is the most last-ditch effort I've ever seen.
It's pathetic.
I'm just like...
It's pathetic when the opposite is actually true of what she's saying, but that's a whole other conversation.
Exactly.
I'll get into that if I have to, and I will post all the fucking messages if I have to, because I'm not going to have somebody lie about me.
Nuh-uh.
Or spread rumors.
But again, I called that you were going to do that. Because the kind of person you are. Don't be that kind of person.
See, and even then I was like, nah.
And I'm like, yes.
I be giving people too much benefit of the doubt.
No.
I got to stop doing that. I inherently believe in the good the goodness and the decency of people.
I wish that people were like that, but they're not always.
Some
like
people
that.
are like that. There are decent people.
Yes.
All I have to say is the little rumors that Evonne is spreading behind the scenes. Folks here, both sitting next to me and in the chat, saw all of those messages in real time. Teresa is one of them. So everybody knows you're full of it, boo. I don't think you understand. How do I put this without, like, really going into it?
You're okay, Rainbow.
Yep.
Yep.
I was uncomfortable with certain aspects of this individual, but that has nothing to do with the business transaction. Like, I was excited to have this doll in my collection. I was excited because I loved the same kit that she had, that Evonne had, that she painted. I was excited to have a new doll.
Who isn't?
Even if, like, this isn't the case, but even if I have a custom in the works with someone, with an artist, and I realize that we very much disagree on, like, a pivotal issue, during that process, I'm not going to fuck up the custom order because of a personal disagreement. And we didn't have a personal disagreement. I'm just saying, like, that those two things have nothing to do with each other. Most of my conversation outside of doll work in progress stuff with Evonne was talking about dogs. She shared some personal stuff with me. I tried to be supportive. I tried to gas her up, you know, as you do with your friends. I mean, anything beyond that is a figment of her imagination or a product of her trying to avoid accountability.
It's not working.
And it's not working.
Let me tell you.
And lies that you've told about other situations are coming to light. Like, all of this is like, I would have never imagined all of the stuff that I'm finding out through this experience about you, Evonne. And if you want to take me to court, and you want all that to become part of public record, let's go. I'm not ashamed of anything I said. Yeah, I really didn't want to have a public spectacle of this.
Let me tell y'all if you don't understand. Lexi's a Capricorn. She put her money and her trust and also her hobby into this person. So she's not going to back out because of a personal whatever. Like, she's a Capricorn. You got her money. Like,
well, I mean, it's not even that. It's
I'm just saying, like, you are a very logical person.
Yeah.
And you have a very hard line when you need to.
Yeah.
Most people, I will say, some people, I guess, they don't.
I have emotions, but I'm not overly emotional.
You have an emotion. You have emotions. You can be overly emotional, but
no, I can't. I'm not overly emotional.
I don't. Okay,
unless I'm pissed off.
Yeah, that's your favorite.
I'm a Virgo. I burn shit down.
What I'm saying is, when I say you're overly emotional, I mean you have emotions, and you're actually one of the most emotional people I have met.
I care a lot.
Yes.
Sometimes when I shouldn't.
Alexi puts her cards where they're supposed to be. I've known her for quite a while.
I have emotions, but I don't let them drive the car.
Mm-hmm.
And I also understand that we're all human, you know? we're not machines. Even machines make mistakes. I mean, just ask any Monster High collector or Barbie collector. But the point is, we're not factories, right? We make mistakes, but you got to own those mistakes. And especially if you already knew there was an issue, that's what makes me the most upset. Because again, initially, if I just thought that she had rushed the doll or she had made a mistake setting the paint, and mistakes are mistakes, right? But finding out that you already knew this was a problem really pissed me off. And that's where I say I feel like I've been scammed. You knew there was an issue, you didn't fix it, you took my money, I expressed to you the same issue, and now you're like, fuck you? Oh, I'm not happy. Like,
no.
But I find it kind of laughable just because I'm sitting on the messages.
Need I repeat?
I'm sitting on the messages that show the opposite of what she's saying. So to me, it's kind of funny. It's like, okay, well, we can go there. If that's where you want to go. Again, I think she's just trying to save face with one individual.
Well,
but you know, if I start to hear this bullshit from some other folks, then I will post the messages.
Mm-hmm.
I'll post the chat in one long form video, the whole thing, voice messages and all. I won't even try to steer the narrative. I just put it out there as it is.
I'm gonna be
Heather's like, I'll make a whole 9 fucking season documentary on Netflix on your ass.
With Diane Sawyer, with Chris Hansen.
Right.
Who else?
Why don't you have a seat?
I wouldn't.
Yeah. Seriously, like,
do you want us to give the people what they want?
My only hesitation is not anything between me and Evonne, but other things that friends talk about that are, I don't even know how to put this, delicate stuff between her and other folks. Am I being nice by sitting on that? Maybe. But I'm genuinely not trying to harm her in any way. I want her to take accountability. I want my money back for what I feel was a shit job on my doll. Again, looks beautiful, feels like it's about to fall apart. Feels like if I put an outfit on it, it's going to stick to it and I'm not going to get it off.
I want you to have a genuine apology for this.
And I want her to not do this to someone else who might be hesitant to speak up. You know, for me, and this is not to say that it's okay to take any amount of money when you know there's an issue with your product, okay? It's not okay. It doesn't matter if it's $1, all right? But for me, $300 is not a lot of money. But to someone else, it might be. It's not okay. It's not okay no matter who it is. It's not okay. It's not okay. You don't get to know there's a problem and continue to take money from folks. At least you don't get to do that to me. Maybe you've successfully done that to other people and that's why you're surprised and shocked that I'm out here talking about it. But honestly, you've known me long enough, Evonne, you should have known that shit.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
And just to be clear, if I haven't said it, and there's a reason I'm making this distinction because there are other people with that name in this community. I'm talking about My Little Tulip, Darling Hearts and Haunts on Instagram, My Little Tulip on YouTube. All of that is in like the posts and other stuff that I've put up. But because people have similar names, I want to make sure that there's no misunderstanding as to who I'm talking about. Don't want anyone taking the heat for something that they didn't do.
Or getting called something that they're not.
Right. And the thing is, like, I'm trying to make analogies, like, with cars or with other things. But reborns are such, like, a niche hobby and such a weird, interesting art form. It's kind of hard to make, like, side-by-side analogies. But the expectation is that you'll be able to interact with it, that the paint will feel dry, so you won't feel, again, that mental triggering of like, oh, I shouldn't touch it.
It's not
I
ready
don't
yet.
want to pay hundreds of dollars and feel that. I did not pay you as a quote-unquote professional reborn artist to be in this situation.
You don't want a doll that has to stay on the shelf or else he'll fall apart.
No, we don't. None of us have reborns, and I don't care who you are, okay? You don't have to be a reborn mom versus a collector. You don't have to be someone who uses them for therapy versus someone who doesn't. We all interact with our reborns in some way. Maybe some more or less. Like I said, I don't tend to like cuddle my dolls or sit with them for long periods of time. But, you know, we all interact with some degree, to some degree with this art form. And that's expected, and that's known that that's expected. This is not something special that I do, that I'm the only one that dresses my dolls and changes their clothes and, you know, takes them out. Like, we all do that to some degree. It's an expectation of this art form that you will be able to do that. We don't buy these dolls to sit on a shelf undisturbed, never touched. The paint is not supposed to be that fragile. Yeah, they are fun.
Like,
And I'm having to work through this process mentally where I'm like, every time I touch him, it's that trigger response of like, oh no, you're going to mess him up. If you touch him, you're going to mess him up. You don't want to mess him up. Like, I'm going to have to get past that. I'm going to have to. And we'll see how long until I have to have him redone. But I'm salty that I paid hundreds of dollars. I mean, honestly, I could have put his kit together, not painted, and had a better experience at this point. Because again, while he looks beautiful, every time I touch him, I'm getting that like alarm bells in my head of, oh, he's fragile. Something's not right.
And you have to make sure his vinyl doesn't touch each other, or else that.
It's going to stick to the blanket, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Apollo's about to fall off the bed. Good thing my foot was there, buddy, huh?
He doesn't even know.
He's so oblivious.
He does not realize his size.
He thinks he's still like a 5-pound puppy.
He's a 30-pound behemoth. He is not a 5-pound.
He's a baby bear.
He's the size of
He says, Madam, I am 27 pounds. I don't want to have this mess with anybody. I don't care. Like, I said previously that she kind of weirded me out a little bit. I got an uncomfortable feeling, and that's true. But even that, like, I can have a good business transaction with someone, which is what I fully expected from this person. I can't emphasize that enough. I fully expected that this would be a flawless transaction.
I mean, no one goes into a transaction thinking they're going to get scammed.
No, but also, because I've known her for so long, I had that stupid expectation of she would never do that to me. She would never take my money unless she's going to provide a quality product. If there's a problem, I'm sure we can work it out. We're friends. Like, never would this have been my expectation that it would go to this level.
You were grandfathered in, and it's not fair.
Yeah, the trust was grandfathered in. If this was a brand new artist that I had seen their work on Etsy and decided to take a risk with my $300, that would be different. But I literally had zero reservations when it came to this custom.
Also,
I had zero expectations of a problem. The opposite, in fact. And, you know, this is something that Teresa and I have discussed at length over the past week. That this is shocking. Not only that I got a doll that is tacky and not properly done, but also the response from Evonne. It's shocking. Like, I would have never thought that she would be this unprofessional.
And let me tell you.
And mean. I mean,
nasty.
Nasty,
Downright
yeah.
fucking nasty. And let me tell
like,
you.
damn, girl, me and another friend of yours have already had problems, and you don't seem to give a fuck. Apparently someone else has had problems as well. I mean, who do you give a fuck about, if not your friends? I'm shocked.
This kit was very special, is very special to you. One of your coveted kits. You don't just send those out to anybody.
No, I trusted her.
I'm just, like I said.
And I never
You
had
would never have sent this kit out to some random person on Etsy.
Probably not,
I
yeah.
have to emphasize that this...
Because honestly, I'd be afraid it would get stolen.
Exactly, but like I'm saying, like, you don't send your specific kits out lightly. So the fact that you picked this kit to send out to Evonne, I thought, oh, Lexi must trust this. Like, I knew you did at the time. Like, Lexi must really trust this artist to send this kit. Because I knew how special this kit was to you.
Honestly, I would have waited for Ems for my bestie to be done with her customs and do it for me. Or I could have sent it to Teresa, like I have. Or I could have sent it to Heather, you know? Now that she is painting again. Like, there's any number of things I could have done if he had stayed in the box, and he was in the box right now.
But you took that opportunity away from her by lying and saying you could do this doll properly. Again, the painting that is presented is gorgeous.
Visually beautiful,
but
yeah.
He is flawed to a point where you can't even enjoy him.
And well, like I said, I'm having to work through that mentally. I'm having to get past that. But the sad part is I can't, from what I'm hearing, again, I do not have experience with this paint, which I feel like she took advantage of that I didn't have any knowledge, and she still won't be upfront about exactly what the process was. But the point is, I don't think there's a way to fix him. That's at least what I am being told by people who have experience with this paint. That the likelihood that he is fixable by just putting another varnish layer on or whatever is slim. And in fact, it could cause more damage if you're further trapping layers of paint that are not set. I don't want to damage the kit because at this point, I can still strip him and have him redone or redo him myself. The kit is still, to my knowledge, salvageable.
You should never have to use the word salvageable when talking about your new doll.
Right. But if I were to put more layers on it, or if she was to put more layers on it, which is sounding like that's what she was going to do, because that's what she told me to do when I said I really don't feel comfortable sending it back out. And initially I was very polite about it. I just said, I'm not comfortable with that. I didn't say, well, you already fucked it up. What, do you want to fuck it up some more? No, thanks. I didn't say that. I was very polite, but I don't know that this is fixable.
Not with what she intends to do.
Well, yeah, and I could wear gloves, and I thought about that, but, who the hell wants to do that? Like the white, nice gloves that they present fragile, museum pieces with and stuff. I just want to have fun with my doll. Part of this is what really sucks, okay? I'm glad you brought that up, because it gives me a chance to say something, which I sort of touched on already in my video, but this particular kit is fucking cool, because I already have a Nosferatu-style vampire. Her name is Henrietta, and you can look her up on my channel. She's in the My Collection playlist, okay? She has sculpted vampire bat ears, okay? Sculpted long fangs, like a classic Nosferatu vampire. She's got sculpted fingernails, and I believe toenails.
Yes,
I think I did her toenails as well.
You did.
She's very fragile. She's gorgeous. I love her. But she's very fragile. And when I saw this kit, because it has the same sort of yawning expression, I was like, this is perfect, because it's like Henrietta. It's a Nosferatu-style vampire, but not as fragile. And now he's fragile in a different way because the artist didn't do him correctly. It makes me... I'm furious.
You were supposed to be able to interact with him in the way that you wish you could interact with Henrietta.
Right, without stressing.
See, you have dolls in your collection that you have for the purpose of just looking cool. I
change them on occasion, but with Henrietta, I'm very careful, because one time I did pop her fingernail off. And I was really upset that I had damaged her. Of course, I fixed it, because I'm the one that put it on there in the first place. But like, when you damage a doll, it's part of why I don't wear my wedding ring, because way back in the day, I accidentally scratched the bottom of a doll's chin with the stone, and so I stopped wearing my wedding ring. And now I've got the dogs, and like when you work with animals, it's also, you don't want something sharp on your hands. But the point is, I'm very careful with them anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But part of what was cool about this kit and the Vampling series that they put out is it's all vinyl. It's part of what's cool about the other vampire I just got, even though it's got some sculpting on the chin, because it's a elf like fairy kit, the Limerence kit. That's what Phaedra is in the head. The body is Saskia.
Dude.
That's part of what's cool about her, is her ears are not fragile. So, I can lay her somewhere, or I can carry her around, or I can,
you just got to be careful
change her position in like photo shoots and stuff. And it's not as fragile as if she has these big ears sticking out. So it's just ironic in the worst way that, his ears are great. It's all part of the kit, the fangs, the ears, all that. But his painting is what's fragile. And it shouldn't be. That is the expectation of reborn dolls, that the paint is on there. Like, to a reasonable degree.
Like,
The point I was trying to make is you have dolls. Like Pinhead, you're not going to interact with him as often because he has his outfit.
Well, and he's got nails in his head. He's got his outfit, like...
decorative dolls for that purpose. You have them for that purpose. You have Henrietta, who's gorgeous. She looks gorgeous sitting there. And you do change her occasionally, but, like, you change her very stressed the whole time.
I'm very careful.
With him, you were supposed to have the experience of having a Nosferatu vampire you can interact with without stressing about.
Well, and it's why I'm not a huge fan of silicone, and I don't have a lot of silicone dolls. It's not because I can't afford them. It's because the level of being careful that you have to be versus vinyl, I don't want to deal with.
Mm-mm.
I don't enjoy interacting with silicone as much because you have to be more careful, and it also deteriorates faster, from what I understand, than vinyl. It's a more fragile
element.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with that. I mean, like I said, I've got Zimone, who's been hanging with me for almost 13 years. Like, she looks great.
She's a whole teenager.
She's never been re-rooted. Her hair's all still in there because I don't brush their hair like crazy. Like, I'm very careful.
She looked good.
Excuse me.
Orion's still kicking with you. Like, you have some...
I wish you could see Pinhead in like, real life, because I don't know if you saw in the photo shoot, but Cameline Creations, like, hooked his outfit to the back of his head. It's, like, hooked into his head. Like, I can't even. I could go on all day about her skill level, because it's just off the charts.
Like, dude, sorry, her... have a whole...
But I'm careful. Like, I'm careful with certain dolls because they require that. But also, here's the difference. I knew going in that they would require that. I knew when I made Henrietta that she would be more fragile than my other dolls. I knew these things going into it, and I was okay with that, right? I did not agree to this. No. This was not part of the transaction, that he would have this fragile paint that in whoever knows how much time, it could be weeks, it could be months. I'll be really lucky if it's years. I don't feel like it's going to be, based on what I've been told and based on how he feels when I touch him. But I didn't agree to that. That was not part of the deal. It's not like Evonne said, I'm going to give you a discounted rate and I'm going to do an ain't shit job. Cool? No. That's not cool. I'd rather have him sit in the box as a kid.
I'm going to make him look fantastic, but it won't be for long. Like,
I don't know if she was hoping I wouldn't notice, or she was hoping because we go way back that I wouldn't say anything.
No.
I can't figure this out. Because we know that she knew. I mean, I've seen the conversations. It's not even speculation or believing someone else at this point. I've seen the conversations between her and other folks about this issue being present before she took my custom order.
And also,
so this is not speculation. And all of that would come out in a court of law if that's where she wants to take this.
I also don't know why you thought telling Lexi that
I asked multiple people if he was dry was a comforting thing. I'm like, that's not comforting. That's actually very suspicious.
It is very suspicious. It's very weird.
I'm
Like,
that's not,
you mean you don't know?
how do you not know? And it's because you have this issue. If you have the issue where he doesn't feel dry or he feels sticky, like you've had this issue before.
Otherwise, why would you ask that of
You know
multiple
how many-
folks?
Like, you know how many times I've been around Ems and Lexi when they're making dolls? Never once have they asked each other or me or anybody else, does this feel dry
Is
and
this
finished
done?
to you?
Do you feel like it's
Do
good?
these two weirdos know when the timer is gonna go off of the oven when they're
It's so ingrained at this
like,
point.
They will be getting up before the timer goes off. They're not looking at it, by the way.
I
And
think
they'll
that's
be-
any reborn
But I'm
artist.
just saying, like, they know. What I'm trying to emphasize is they know their craft.
Well, it's like when someone asked me a long time ago, and it's not even like I'm gatekeeping this, okay? But someone asked me a long time ago, what was my formula for Grinches, like color-wise? What colors do I mix or whatever? And I was like, I can't even tell you because I just wing it. Like,
Mhm.
it depends on how that kit takes the paint. It depends on what color that kit starts out to begin with, because some of them are a little more in one direction or another. I can't give you a formula because I don't have one, because I just fly by the seat of my pants and I look at it every layer and I go, I need to tweak it this way or I need to tweak it that way. It's not something I consciously do. Like it just comes from
instinct.
Yeah, it's just instinctual.
And
All of them, I see Grinches like I see humans. We come in many different colors. They're not all going to be the same color. How boring would that be?
like we had
And it
this-
doesn't make sense from a living being's perspective. They're going to be different colors. They're going to be different shades. Some of them are going to be lighter. Some of them are going to be darker. Some of them are going to be a more bluish green. Some of them are more yellow. Like, I would think that you would want that. Some kind of
don't-
variation.
right.
I don't make dolls to make it look like a factory,
we
you know?
had a couple of Grinches, like the same kit, and they didn't look the same.
No.
Like we had from that Curmudgeon kit, we had a bunch, like, you know, same kit. They looked different, and it was great.
And I'm going for and when I was making yours, you know, you were there, so I could be like, what do you think of this? Do you want it a little more that way, a little more this way? Do you want the toes to have gold on them? Like the little gold metallic Genesis paint.
Yep.
You know, like she was there so I could ask her, how do you want me to tweak this for you? Do you want more
Yeah.
little spots? Do you want this? Do you want that? But in general, you know, I'm just going with the flow. I don't hold it up and compare it to past ones. I just make
No.
it look good.
Like when you were making Teresa's for her, you didn't hold it up to
No.
ours. Like you just did what you thought Teresa would like.
Yeah.
From what I remember, he was a surprise, right?
He was a
He
surprise,
was
yeah.
a Christmas present. Kane. His name is Kane.
Yeah.
Gotta be nice. Gotta.
He's the only one with the heart
Mm-hmm.
on his chest. The heart that grew 3 sizes.
Yeah, that was so cute.
Anyway, you know, Evonne, if you're listening, you are a talented artist. You need to get your technique down. Get your technique down, okay? And you really should refund me.
Literally.
That's the right thing to do as a business owner.
Like, honest to God, you have caused this whole thing to derail on your own.
It's gotten way out of hand.
Like, you've caused it to derail. All anybody has been asking of you is to take accountability and fix your technique so you don't do this to somebody else. Like,
Well,
and
and
refund the
give
money.
me my money back,
Well, like,
because I did not agree
exactly.
to this.
Exactly.
This is not.
And she's not asking for it all at once.
I even said, you know, if
Oh.
you need some time, let me know. She won't even communicate with me at this point.
Mm-hmm. But we know you're not blocked.
And we know you know what's going on over here. We know you know what I'm saying over here, because you're saying it to other people. You're talking about it to other people. So you're aware.
Mm-hmm.
You're just, I think, sticking your head in the sand or trying to make yourself look better.
You're making yourself
But
look
it's
worse.
not. That's not what's happening.
Like, and it's not unsolicited advice. It, like, these are collectors, these are artists, these are just people who want to see you succeed if you'll let it happen.
Right. I don't
We
want her
don't
to.
want you to be a scammer. We don't want you to be known as the girl who sends out sticky dolls and has a really bad attitude when you ask her about it. Like,
in this case, you did not deliver the product that was expected and agreed upon for the money I paid. You owe me a refund. Okay? Does that mean that you have to stop painting dolls? No. Does that mean that you're not talented? No. You can fix this problem so that you're not sending dolls out in this condition and go on your merry way. Okay? If you want to refund me, I will take the videos down. And that's not like blackmail or a threat. It's just, you owe me a refund. And I want to see you fix this and succeed.
until you fix this and give a refund, you are a scammer.
Well, and until you fix this, no matter what happens with me, you're going to continue to have problems with people. Whether they actively say it to you or not, that doesn't mean they aren't talking to other collectors. We all talk, and you know that because you've been a collector yourself. Just because someone doesn't say something to you, I'm doing you a favor by letting you know there's a serious problem with your technique. And again, you can fix that and choose to go on and have a great career as a reborn artist. You certainly have the talent, which is not something you can learn necessarily. You can learn technique, and you should. You should learn technique and learn how to fix this, okay? But the talent, you either have it or you don't.
What?
And you have it, so it would be a waste for you to not fix these problems and go on and really show people what you can do.
What you have to fix is the easy part.
Yeah.
Everyone has offered you genuine advice. Like, we didn't, like, nobody
Even in
wants-
these lives, people are saying, okay, here's what you don't do with the paint.
don't
Like,
use this paint. Don't use a hair dryer. Like,
don't try to speed the process up. It takes
Take
the time
your
it takes. And again,
and don't be concerned with the hours you put into it because it's not that kind of work.
I was very specific about, it would be great to have him home for Halloween, but that's certainly not a requirement. It wouldn't have pissed me off. Like, I've waited longer than that for dolls that have shown up beautifully in fantastic shape, in fantastic condition, just everything I ever wanted, okay? I would rather wait the time. So there was no need to rush him if that's what happened. That's not what I want. I paid for him to be done correctly. I did not pay for him to be done in a certain amount of time. So, another couple of weeks, another month, it would have been fine. I certainly would have preferred that to receiving him in this condition where he feels unfinished and he feels fragile. Yeah, I don't ever. I would never know
I've seen
because I don't keep track of it. Now, some people do for like their own accounting purposes and whatever,
Mhm.
and I'm just not that fucking organized. Okay, like I'm just going.
Like, look, there was this artist I got a doll from. I don't have the doll anymore. I love that doll. Took a year to make, and I knew that she would because she was not only a prototype artist who made a lot of prototypes back in the day, but a lot of people liked her work. I was happy to wait a year because I got a really gorgeous doll. It was one of my Riva Schick dolls, like the little one.
Yeah.
The one named Piper. You never got to saw her, but I waited a year and I was fine with that because I knew I was going to get a pretty doll.
I would rather wait longer and get one that's finished properly than have it be rushed in any way. Yeah, some people keep track. I don't.
See, it seems to be split even here because
Yeah.
Heather's like, oh god, I'm the weird one.
I think you and I have a similar vibe, Rainbow, with the whole ADHD and like.
I was going to say, do you have ADHD?
But that's like, we just be vibing,
Mm-hmm.
We just be flowing. And
Never once have I.
beautiful stuff comes out
Really?
of that. I mean, your Beetlejuice doll that you made, oh my god. Oh my god. I can't even. I want one so bad.
Like, let me tell you, I have never once heard Lexi say, well, I spent X amount of hours on this damn doll.
Yeah, see? I know a fellow ADHDer when I see one. It's we're the happy tiggers of the the disordered community, if you want to call it
She's
that.
my autism pet, Apollo.
He's
pulling the computer with it.
what are you doing?
He's just rolling his big old feet.
Oh God, she's so beautiful. Like literally drooling over here. Fantastic work. Don't you roll.
He can't help it.
He says it's okay, Mom won't let me fall.
Dude,
And you're right, but
I
I'm
wanted
looking through your Instagram.
just to look at the Beetlejuice doll. Because I'm following her
It shouldn't be too far back.
now. Oh,
You want me to find it for
help
you?
me. Help.
Oh.
Don't do that. We just got this phone today.
Do you want to tell him what happened to your phone, Laura?
It broke. And that's all we're going to say, alright?
You don't want to talk about it?
We're not here to talk about me.
It's funny, though.
No, it's not.
I think it's funny.
No, we're not.
She doesn't think it's funny, and she doesn't think it's funny that I think it's funny.
I don't. I'm divorcing you.
See, now I'm having trouble finding it.
See?
I think you should tell the story to add some
Let's not.
levity to the situation.
Let's not.
Come on.
No.
Maybe I'll tell it later.
Don't you dare. Do you see what I go through?
Poor thing. There it is. There she is.
Oh, I remember her.
Yeah.
You should
Epic.
You should do Beetlejuice and then you should do Grinch. It'll be great.
Oh, yeah, you should do a Grinch. Did you see the other one?
No, I'm saying you should make her
Oh.
a Grinch. You should Grinch her.
I see what you're saying. Let
And
me show
then
you
you
the
can
other one.
juice
This
and
other
then-
one I was obsessed with.
You
This
can
one,
Grinch
look.
her and she can juice you. Oh my goodness. How did you the zombie with the melting face and the brain.
It's so amazing.
How did you do that?
Isn't that cool?
Oh my god.
Where's the full? Okay, here's the full.
You know what? I need some money.
I know, right?
I'm gonna need an advance on the paycheck I don't have yet.
Here, take that.
The
Isn't that
brain.
cool?
I'm just gushing over Rainbow's dolls. Don't mind
I know.
me.
Incredible. See, I could have sent it to some other folks,
Right.
but I sent it to you
Right.
because I trusted you. I'm hurt in my butt
And my wallet.
and my bank account, okay?
Mhm.
Oh. I'm excited to see. I'm such a freak about Grinches. There's
I
something
love
about
my
the Grinch
Grinch.
that I just love.
I waited so long to get a Grinch from you, and finally it was one where the snout was already sculpted. 'Cause
I know.
I'm not gonna
Again,
lie.
less fragile.
I'm not gonna lie. As much as I wanted one of your Grinches, I was so nervous about having the sculpted parts.
Is Athena over there? Can you see her?
Athena's in her doggy bed on the floor. I can see her.
Okay.
She's
She's in Apollo's bed.
She doesn't want to sit with us.
I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited.
That Grimly is so friggin' cute, a little chubby.
I love the Grinch. It's an obsession. I have several in my collection. But yeah, those what were they called? The Kersmudgeons?
Kersmudgeons. Oh,
They are bomb for doing Grinches, and
Mhm.
they're clearly like made for that. But like they can't say that because
they don't want
the
to
Grinch. Yeah, they don't want to be sued. But
Yeah, so did I.
yeah, I'm telling you, cool stuff. Rainbow makes cool stuff.
I didn't even know you existed. I'm sorry. I'm not. I can totally see Heather doing that. I'm just seeing her with the jumpsuit. It's just
Every time I see those like dancing videos, I think of Heather.
Oh yeah,
You need to do some comedy skits for real.
I missed out on that. I feel like I'm owed some comedy skits. I wasn't in the community then.
Even
really.
when Heather and I were beefing for a minute there, I was like, she's funny though.
She did though.
I'm like, she's funny as fuck though.
You know, I don't think you're real friends unless you've beefed once in a while.
I agree. It builds your character, helps you get to know each other better.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it helps you not take things so seriously in this hobby. Like, we're all a big family.
She has a pink micro.
Oh my god! You have to make a video. Please, I'm begging you.
It has to be with a Santa hat, because you know.
A Santa hat.
Yes. Yay!
Yes.
Santa Myers.
Santa Myers.
I'm creating characters for you.
That's the other thing, okay, really, with this whole thing with Evonne is like, she's a fan of Halloween and creepy things, and like, I felt this like kinship with her because of that, and I remember like watching videos of her Halloween decorations way back in the day, and I was like, yeah, it's my vibe. Like, I don't know, it just kind of sucks.
Sorry, I was laughing at Rainbow.
Arby's new
I was
slogan.
just dying. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't read the screen name at first, and I thought that was Heather cracking up, and I'm like, oh, yay! I like the multitude of people who have humor.
Yes. That was some funny shit.
I feel like I have been robbed of not having like an archive of these skits somewhere for me to watch them.
God, that was way back.
I could go for some old YouTube right now.
I know.
You know, back before
We have to bring some of our new friends.
No,
though.
back before we thought Shane Dawson was problematic.
Was it problematic?
We didn't know he was. We didn't know he was problematic back then. Back when Jeffree Star was still doing music, just old.
You going all the way back to MySpace or what?
Yes.
No, those were the days.
No, 2009 was the days. Mine was a different time than you, though.
Realistically, you're not going to get anywhere suing me. Because this isn't malicious and it's not dishonest. Liquitex paint takes quite a while to fully set. How long would you say? I have never worked with it.
I've never heard of it.
Now, my husband has used all different kinds of paints, but he paints on canvas. He doesn't paint on vinyl dolls, so... But, you know, I had him, obviously, feel the doll, and he's like, it's not set.
Lawsuit Linda.
Lawsuit Linda. Yes. I'm telling you, my middle name is litigious. I mean, I don't think you want to go there with me, but I'll show up for sure. I will definitely be there. The big old smile on my face. You see my icon there? I'm going to be looking like that.
You don't want that.
I wouldn't recommend it, but be my guest if you want to spend the money to embarrass yourself further. I mean...
Rainbow just hurt me by saying her kids don't even know what MySpace is. I'm like, ow. MySpace was fire back in the day.
Remember when you removed someone from your top 8 and that was the ultimate insult?
Yes, it was.
Like, oh.
Oh, she mad at me.
I must have offended her because I'm not in the top 8 no more. That was cold.
Or the very slight petty, I'm going to move you from top 3 to slot 5 or something.
Yeah, I'm learning all kinds of things about different types of paint on dolls. I've had people message me on Instagram trying to sort of diagnose the problem. Exactly! Oh, yes!
Oh, man.
Remember that? That was my first experience. I was like, I want to make this shit look better.
Oh, man. I was coding when I didn't even know what I was doing.
Some of that stuff was crazy, though. Like, you go to someone's page and there's so much going on that you damn near have a seizure.
Yes.
Like, I gotta get out of here.
I had asshole friends who knew how to make it so you couldn't pause their music player.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm never going to your profile because I don't want to listen to that.
That's so funny.
Man, we were like 14 trying to figure out how to work MySpace.
I mean, I wasn't 14, but...
Well, in 2000... Well, I think MySpace came out when I was still in high school.
I think I'm the elder of the group. I think I'm the old one.
Because I graduated in 2009 and I know I was on MySpace before I should have been.
I'm like the Yoda up in this bitch. I don't know how old everybody is. I know Heather's younger than me. I assume Rainbow's younger than me. And I know your ass is, Lauren.
I would hope living together for this long, you know how old I am.
She'd be making fun of me because my body, like, creaks and doesn't work right all the time. And I keep telling her, you're going to get old
I do
too.
not, because my
And
body
then-
also creaks.
And then one day she's like, my knee. I'm like, I told you. Oh, wow.
I'm like a year and a half younger than
So
you.
you're not too far behind me. That's not too bad. I'll allow it.
She's a year and a half. I'm about to be 35 next
Wise elder,
in
yeah.
2 months. I was about to say next
Apparently
month.
I'm not that wise. I'm still a little too trusting.
No, you had a new piece of knowledge. You ain't got no friends, you ain't got no family.
I know, I told Ems that.
Yeah, I know. I'm still the youngest one in the room.
Barely. You're gonna be what, 35 in January?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're both Capricorns, remember?
Yeah, but you're really not though.
Because I'm also... Are we going by the
It
right?
depends on what else is in your chart. See, my sun sign is Capricorn, but I'm really more of a Taurus and Leo,
Yeah, she is.
which are my other predominant placements.
Mine are Pisces and what was the other one?
I'm
Cancer.
stubborn as fuck though.
I'm aware. I'm
I'm just saying, the Capricorn and the Taurus and even the Leo are strong.
I'm very emotionally run. And
I'm
it's
stand
evident.
10 toes by myself in this bitch. I don't even care.
You find a way to stand 12 toes by yourself.
I do.
You gain 2 more toes because you're that stubborn.
Just made of stubbornness.
May the stubbornness be with you. That's what you are. Oh, jeez.
Oh
Pisces.
God, a double Pisces.
Double Pisces.
I gotta get out of here. It's bad for me. I've had some bad experiences with Pisces.
But we don't know the rest of their sign.
The chart, yeah.
Well, you could figure out one.
Oh, M's. My bestie is a Pisces. And
We gotta love her.
just turned 35. 35.
I'm gonna be 35. I'm so excited.
Heather, you watched that chapter?
Because
Because that's where that comes from. 35.
That's why we say 35. We're so crazy.
Apollo just huffed.
He's tired of
It's
us.
like, my parents are stupid.
I'm a sparent.
You are a sparent. The spare.
I love it.
We've been calling her room in the new place the spare room. That's how I've been
It's so fun.
labeling the boxes that go in her
I
room.
was so giddy.
Because she's the spare. She told me what she wants for Christmas is something that says, what did you want it to say?
I want things that say spare, sparent, and
Sparent.
sparif.
Oh yeah, sparif.
When I have to, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. Is Virgo a fire sign? I'm trying to remember.
I'm trying to make sure that I got my stuff right. Because I'm pretty sure I'm Pisces and something else.
Didn't you have that saved in the text messages?
I did somewhere. Let me see.
Who else is here? Say hello. Nobody's blocked.
At all.
Anybody can say hello. I would actually love to hear what other folks think.
Uh-huh.
I know what these folks think.
I mean,
And look, Heather, Teresa, shit, even Lauren, they would tell me if I was
Oh, I would.
like
I've told you.
wrong.
Well, I've told you. I tell you in private though, because I'm not going to be an ass.
I mean, I appreciate that.
I wouldn't let you get on live and be like, by the way, I think you're. I remember you.
By the way, you fucking up. Yeah.
And then, see y'all next week, maybe.
Yes.
I remember you did, but I don't remember what hers was.
I remember doing that.
That was a fun.
Virgo's an earth sign. Okay.
You're supposed to be more grounded, Heather.
She must have other stuff in her chart.
Well, she does. We just don't remember what it is.
At least a month.
For one layer.
That is a long time.
That, again, wow. Whew.
That's a long time. Especially if you're talking about multiple layers, and then I guess there was talk about the layers, like the sealing layers, the matte layers, the varnishes not being diluted properly or something. That was another person who isn't here right now, did message me on Instagram and say maybe it was like not diluting properly. I mean, again, I don't know anything about this type of paint. I only know Genesis. So when an artist says to me, I make reborns, I take customs, I paint with air dry paints, I'm not going to grill them. Especially if it's someone who I considered a friend and someone I trust. I'm not going to be like, well, what do you use?
Mm-hmm.
And then go and research it myself. Like that's a ridiculous expectation to have of a customer.
I've never heard of that before.
And like, even if I wasn't, I am an artist and I have painted dolls with Genesis, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter that I'm an artist and maybe I can figure out how to fix something. As a customer, I shouldn't have to. If I wanted to do it myself, I would do it myself for fucking free. Pardon my French, but I mean, doing it myself is free. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to do it myself, I would. I'd go over to M's house and use the Genesis paints I gave her. Because I gave her all of mine. Because I knew I wasn't going to be actively painting. But, like, there were other options, I guess is what I'm saying, than paying someone to do it poorly and fuck up my very rare, very limited kit.
I am Capricorn Sun, Pisces Moon, and Gemini Ascending.
Yeah.
I got problems. I think it's because I was born in Miami.
I'm generally happy, very extroverted, pretty confident, big Leo energy, very stubborn, but if you really piss me off, if you really push me, and I'm not there right now, like that is not what you're seeing. She told someone, I guess Evonne told someone I was going rogue. This is not rogue, baby.
Pretty chill, actually.
This is pretty chill. Like,
I've seen.
There are parts to me that are extremely volatile, and I have polished those parts over the years to try and reserve them for the most specialist of occasions.
And at this moment, you're not there.
But no, this is. I think I'm more sad than I am pissed. I'm getting more pissed as I hear more things, as I hear her spreading rumors and lies about me behind the scenes, as I hear, when she says things like, no one's ever had an issue, just you. Like, I know that's not true.
That's what I said.
So I'm getting more pissed off as time goes on and I find out more things. But I'm not like ragingly mad. That would be apparent.
This was taken to a whole other level that you weren't taking it to. You didn't take it to where it's at.
No.
And I'm like,
And I really don't have an interest, like I said, in this bleeding over into personal conversations that her and I had, because not because it affects me or makes me look bad, just let me be clear, but because they're sensitive conversations we had about her life that I really don't see the need to bring that to YouTube. Yeah, it's nowhere.
Yeah.
Even like, okay, so when I got my Miracle kit and when we got the original Harper, that was like $500 just for the kit, okay? But you could find it, is my point. It was expensive and crazy, but you could find it. These are just gone.
These are like nowhere. Like,
and that's the other reason that I was like, I don't really want to be sending this back and forth when my confidence level in your ability to do anything now is so small, okay? So tiny. Like, my trust in her went from 110% to, 0.10%. Like,
she wouldn't even trust you to strip the kit properly at this point.
no.
That's bad.
At this point, I feel like enough damage has been done to the kit just from her painting it improperly. Whatever she did, I can't say that I know for sure. I can only speculate because she won't discuss it with me.
I wonder why.
But, that's the other thing. If you're sure and proud of what you did, like if this was happening on a doll that I made with Genesis, let's say I made a Grinch, okay? And I've made tons of Grinches to the point where I can almost do it in my sleep, okay? If this happened, I would be mortified and I would be like, what the fuck? What is going on? How could this happen? What did I do differently with this one that I didn't do with others? Like, I would be invested in finding out what happened and why it's like this. And not only making the customer happy, but also making sure that never happens again. The fact that she's not... It doesn't seem that it was too surprising now that I think about it, and it also doesn't seem like she wants to talk about it or give any fucks about it. I would be upset.
You know what's messed up? She tried to scold you for not doing research on the methods that she's using, when I'm like, but your methods, according to other people from speculation, are wrong.
Well, not even from speculation, because
Rainbow
has seen her paint, but like...
For those of us who don't know exactly what she does, just how people have worked with these paints.
Yeah.
And they know how it works and what it does. Like,
I can't know exactly what went wrong because I don't have the information to even take and do research to try and figure it out. I only know what I've been told by people who work with these paints and what I've been told by people who have actually seen her paint and have her dolls as well and have had similar issues. Like, I only know that. And I can, make whatever speculations from that. But at the end of the day, as a customer, that's really not my job to figure out what went wrong, to figure out how to fix it. I paid you to paint a doll, a reborn doll. Not a doll that I sit on the shelf and never touch, a reborn doll. What I got is a kit that looks beautiful but is fragile and is going to eventually need to be all of that work stripped off and redone. That's not what I paid for. That's not what anyone pays for when they ask someone to do a custom order. That's the bottom line.
What you got is not expectation, period, point blank. It doesn't matter at what point it got messed up. It's messed up.
Well, I've had so many dolls. Like, I have so many in my collection now, and I've had so many over the years come through this house, whether it was my collection, M's collection, Lauren's collection.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm a collector too.
Like, I've seen a lot of dolls from a lot of different artists, and maybe there's been issues here or there. This particular issue, though, I have never seen. And I do have some air dry dolls, some acrylic painted dolls.
Because that was also an accusation.
I don't know what went wrong, but something is fucking wrong, okay? And again, it's not on me as the customer to figure that out or to fix it or whatever.
Or to know beforehand that...
Yeah, she told me I should have chosen a different artist. I'm like, clearly. Evidently, I should have chosen a different artist.
We agree
on that.
We agree on one thing.
I mean, Oh my god. The puppies are gonna go out.
Hi, little one.
Are you gonna take Beans? Or is he gonna take them?
I just gotta get her out the way.
Come here, Beena. She might have a fit.
She might. If I come near her, she should be fine.
She gets meds at night, so she's waiting because she gets a little
And she
snack
knows.
with them.
She knows our little routine and she's excited.
Yeah. Hey, baby. She was all asleep. She's like one eye open, like, I'm waiting for my snack.
This is
Licking her lips. These corgis act like you never feed them. They get fed 3 times a day. They get breakfast and dinner and a hefty snack in between.
I know Heather knows that.
And they be acting like they're starving.
She's my good girl.
She is a good girl.
Boing.
She's like, where is
I
it?
gotta wait for the door. You're a good girl.
Anyway, I don't know what else to say, but it seems like I told Teresa today, I said, this situation is falling down the stairs. Like, it just keeps getting more ridiculous every single day that goes by. Like, more gets added to the,
Like I said, I'm in
cacophony of
I'm
chaos.
in a South Park Family Guy episode because I can't believe all the stuff that's crammed into this situation that shouldn't even be here.
Again, people talking about, oh, she's crying. I should be crying. She's going to sue me. I should sue you. Like, I'm the put upon party here.
I don't know if you know that.
Apparently she doesn't.
Just like you said, imagine, where did it
She's
start?
fussing.
I know, I gotta go bring her thing. I'm just thinking about where this start. Okay.
Oh, fuss.
You hear this? Let's go get
She's
it.
very vocal.
Let's go get it, Mama.
My tiniest and loudest corgi is Athena.
This is my baby.
She is a baby.
She is my buddy.
17 pounds of pure terror.
She's a sweetheart. What are you talking about?
Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna leave my stuff up here, and if I find out more information, I'll put it up there. But yeah, I should have chosen a different artist. That's for damn sure. 100% agree with that.
At least y'all agree on something.
I mean, I wish you would have told me before I paid you friends and family.
Or anything.
And by the way, I just want to clarify, just because I do want to be fair to her, she didn't ask me to do that.
Yeah.
I did that because I trusted her. I did that because, I wanted her to have the full amount and not have PayPal taking their fees out. I wanted to pay the fees. I wanted to, I was excited.
Next time, what you do.
Next time, what you do is you don't pay friends and family. Even if they're your friends and family, don't do it.
Don't give them nothing.
That's right.
So next time what you do, if you want to let them avoid the fees, is you send them friends and family, but you add enough to compensate for the fees.
No, you send them not friends and family,
No,
and you add
I'm
enough.
saying if you want to pay them in the way where they get paid the same amount,
Yeah.
goods and service, you pay them. I'm tired, y'all. Okay, this whole situation wears me out. I am not social, and I have
Lauren's not used to this much socializing in
I'm
one
not.
period.
I have gone live with you twice. I have done a
That
premiere.
we say that same thing too.
What?
That she says to Chewy, I know you're starving because I haven't fed your ass in 3 days. Like as a joke. Because that's how they act. They act like they're going to just absolutely keel over. I'm like, you had snack 2 hours ago.
And they're-
You eat better than I do.
They do.
What you doing, little menace?
She's.
I love you.
She's
Being a ween. Come here.
She's a good girl.
You come up here.
She's scrounging.
What you doing? Are you Hoover? You Hoover maneuver? Corgis are absolutely nuts. Especially this one. Okay. You ready to go outside, Mama?
She says, "I want more snack."
Come here. Oh, my
She wants a
snuggly
snug.
girl.
She's very
I'm gonna
cuddly.
pull my computer down.
She's like, you don't
Be
need
careful.
to. She's like, you don't need to go live. Only Bean. Okay.
She's looking at you like, are we going outside or what?
Come here. Oh, the chomps. Oh, it's a kissy girl. Look, I'm sorry. When there's a baby dog, you have to baby talk the baby dog.
She's a princess.
She is. She's used to. I can't moderate your chat anymore. Not that I have to. Because there's a dog. There's an Athena who wants belly scratches.
Well, I'm glad some new folks came in. Like I said, Evonne is not blocked. She has every opportunity to comment, to come into the lives, to say her piece, whatever. She has every opportunity to message me if she wants to,
Apologize.
well, discuss this and work something out. But
I would say apologize for letting it get dragged out to this ridiculous degree.
I mean, I don't really care about, you
No.
know this, I don't really care about apologies. I would
I'm
just
sorry
like to move
means
forward.
nothing.
Well,
Like without action.
after this,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a pathway for us to ever be friends again, and I'm sure she would agree,
Mm-hmm.
since she wants to sue me and thinks that
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to ruin her life and
Some
whatever.
other stuff,
but so an apology is, you know,
moot point at
neither
this.
here nor there.
It's
But
just an
I would like a
actual-
refund. I would like a refund, and I would hope that she would look at her process going forward and not do this to someone else.
Because again, it is a waste that you can paint as talented as you can, and your technique makes it so that it disappears. Like, it's a waste. A lot of people don't have the talent that you do.
It's a waste, and it's
It's
a waste of the time that you're putting in,
you
and
might
a waste of the talent that you have to not do it correctly.
and it also wastes the time. Man.
That's how the corgis are. That's why we saw one in the pet store the other day. I felt
Oh,
so bad for it.
man.
It was so cute and friendly.
But so big.
But it was like round as it was long, you know what I mean? And I was like, dang, what are you feeding that dog? But if you fed him every time they were cute, that's all you would do with your life. You'd have to quit your job. Like, that's
we
all you
have
would do.
round little pellets because these guys are cute as heck.
But our dogs, my dogs, are the correct weight.
Do we want?
Yeah, the vet. So, okay, this is funny.
She knows what I'm talking about.
The vet on their little summaries, you know, every time they go in, they get like
Body rated.
graded on their body condition or whatever. And it always says body condition 5, which I thought and Lauren thought was like 5 stars, perfect.
5 out of 5.
It is perfect, okay? But the scale doesn't stop at 5. You can be body condition 9, and that means you're overweight.
Or under.
As an animal, or you can be body condition 1, 2, and that means, you know, you're emaciated or something's wrong. So I thought it was like 5 stars, right?
They're giving us
That's
five.
not what it is. It's 5 is the middle and the correct weight, but it's still, it means the same thing.
When she was like, "Did you know that when they're telling us body condition 5 doesn't mean 5 stars?" I'm like, "What?"
She's like, what?
I'm like, "Well, what else could it mean?"
Percy's kind of our fussy corgi.
Oh my god.
I give him a little bit of Greek yogurt, which Percy really likes. But I switched, just to switch it up, I switched to cottage cheese. And now Percy... we go back and forth, right? He really likes the yogurt. And so when he took a bite of the cottage cheese, and it was like, you know, there's curds in it, right? He spit one of the curds out and looked up at me like, Mom, there's something wrong with my yogurt.
I think we need to get the boy yogurt again soon.
He likes the cottage cheese, though.
Yeah,
I will say, it gives them noxious gas.
Ugh.
Like,
The-
oof.
The tries love the cottage cheese.
Apollo will, like, he has no shame. He'll put his butt right in my face and rip a silent but deadly fart. And I'm like, bro.
He
My eyes are burning.
It got stuck in her hood.
It got stuck in my hoodie because I was laying down. Like, my hoodie's, like, you know, hanging loosely off my neck. And I'm like, half asleep. I woke up. I tried to put my hoodie over my nose.
And it was worse.
even worse in there. I'm like, Jesus, Apollo.
So,
And he was, like, right there. You know, I fell asleep, like, next to his butt and his legs.
so
Don't do that.
sometimes we'll smell that he's farted, and then he'll run over here and fart again. He's like, Mom, it stinks over there.
Yeah, he'll fart in one area of the room and then run away from it.
And then,
Like, something's wrong with it over there. I'm like, it's you, bro.
and then he'll proceed to do it again.
Then he'll do it over here. I'm like, mm-mm.
I'm like, bruh, nah.
Mm-mm.
How you gonna do me like that, Apollo?
I'm gonna say goodbye to the cottage cheese.
They love it so much, so you wouldn't.
They do. When we got Apollo, this is totally off topic, but when we got him, on the way home,
I was not here.
the worst gas ever in my life. Like, I don't have a strong gag reflex, okay? I can handle a lot, but dude, we had the windows down, me and Andy. Andy's like gagging. I'm like crying. It was terrible. And it was because he was being fed terrible food.
And
Just absolute junk. So that doesn't happen anymore, thankfully.
we took
but
him for a walk, and
Oh
oh
my
my
God.
god,
he came home and took
the biggest,
the biggest dump I've ever seen outside. It
I
was like
was-
3 human shits. I was like, bro, are you okay?
And I'm like, buddy,
Does your
He's
tummy
good.
hurt?
he's good now. We've like, oh my god.
That was like a
I'm like-
3-bagger,
And
man.
I'm like, man, if your dog is doing this, do you not think, maybe it's something I'm feeding him? I'm like, I've never had a dog do that before.
Do you not think there's a problem? It was bad.
But he's good
And
now.
you know he was ripping them like that around the house. And like dogs don't have to smell like that. Like something's wrong if it smells like something's died in there. Maybe switch the food. He also, his coat was all rough and like, I don't know. It wasn't a great situation. But he's good now. Yeah, it's the table scraps, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I see some rotund corgis, and I'm like, that's not good for them.
You know what's funny?
They can have back and joint problems.
You know, the dogs know that I am not one to give them any FOOD.
Oh, they won't even bother you.
Because they know. Because
I'll occasionally give them a little piece of cheese or occasionally a little piece of a chip that I'm eating.
I had to be strict with my dog Dakota because my family would try to give her table scraps, and she had heart issues. So
Yeah.
I had to be very strict. So as cute as they are, as much as I would love to share everything with them, it got ingrained in me. You're not getting any of my food because no.
Yeah.
They know not to even ask me. They're like, she ain't
I mean, I'm careful with all of them.
oh, she is.
But Athena especially, we have to really watch because she's got hip problems, so she can't be overweight. She's 16 and a half pounds, which, believe it or not, is the perfect weight for her. She's just a tiny girl.
Oh, Bubba.
Apollo's 27
That's a whole
pounds.
Percy that he lost.
Yeah. Apollo's 27 pounds, Percy's 23.
I'm like, your dog lost the weight of a whole Percy.
A whole Percy.
That boy is solid muscle, too.
Well, then you got, oh, this is so appalling. Then you got owners that are like, they look cuter if they're fatter. I'm like, but they're going to die sooner.
I don't want that.
Like, they're cute enough, okay?
But what do you
They're
mean
already
they look-
cuter than all of us.
Y'all
Let's
got
just-
problems if you're putting that on them. We're supposed to help them.
What you
Oh.
doing, Bean? What you doing? She likes to get on my heated blanket and roast. We always laugh about
Her morning
how she's
roast.
a bean getting roasted. How did the boy do? We were just talking about
His way home.
his drive home and all the farts.
Yeah, that's what we've gone to.
Anyway, I'm going to go. As much as I like hanging out with you guys, I got to do dog mom stuff and then probably am going to pack some more, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was doing the blueberries too. It's funny because Percy Percy likes to, anytime he gets a new thing, right? He likes to roll on it. Like he'll put it in his mouth and he'll spit it out and then he'll roll on it and then he'll eat it. And I didn't even think about it. And I give him like the yogurt and the blueberries. This was several months back. And he spit it out onto the floor and I was like, oh shit, he's going to roll on the blueberry. And he didn't. He ate it, but it would have been blueberry all over my carpet.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't even think about it.
Now he gets fed in his crate because.
Make sure she doesn't fall.
Come here, little.
Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate everyone who showed up, even if you didn't comment. But you absolutely can. Everybody's welcome. But we'll see what happens. If I get served with legal paperwork, I'll be sure to let y'all know. But like I said, wouldn't recommend it. Good night, everybody.
Night.